So, a recent peer-reviewed article published in the Interdisciplinary Journal of Epidemiology and Public Health has, raised some pretty significant concerns regarding the accuracy of models that have been used to justify COVID-19 vaccination policies. The study, which is titled A Rapid Assessment of COVID-19 Vaccine Averted Mortality Modeling during the COVID-19 pandemic, was conducted by researchers Matthew Halma, Ramiz Ahmedman, Amrit Sorli, and Christoph Plother. The article, which you can access via DOI 10.18041/2665-427x/IGEF.1.10936, critically examines the assumptions and methodologies of existing models that estimate the number of deaths averted by COVID-19 vaccines. The extensive deployment of COVID-19 vaccines during the pandemic has honestly made it a lot more complicated to quantify their true impact. Public health policies, including things like vaccination mandates, have been significantly influenced by models estimating averted mortality. These models often rely on vaccine efficacy data that comes from clinical trials, and they make various assumptions to predict the number of lives saved. However, the new study shows that, many of these models may actually exaggerate the benefits of vaccination, which could potentially lead to misguided policy decisions. The study takes a close look at 12 existing models that estimate the impact of mass vaccination on averted mortality, both globally and within specific countries. The researchers identified several critical issues, including the prevalent use of constant high vaccine efficacy values without adequately accounting for waning immunity. Only half of the reviewed models adjusted for waning immunity, and even these adjustments often favored inflated estimates of averted mortality. Furthermore, none of the models considered potential adverse events from vaccination, such as rare but serious side effects, resulting in a one-sided portrayal of vaccine benefits. The findings of this study are pivotal as they challenge the reliability of models that have been utilized to justify widespread vaccination campaigns and mandates. The researchers contend that the assumptions underlying these models tend to overstate the benefits of vaccination, which can distort public health policy. So, for example, a notable outlier in the study was a Canadian model that estimated over 8 times as many averted deaths as the actual recorded COVID-19 deaths in Canada during the same time frame. The study also underscores the necessity for transparency and rigor in epidemiological modeling. Some influential models, like one referenced by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control Director Rochelle Walensky, actually lacked publicly available code or detailed parameters, which, really complicates independent verification. This absence of transparency can, honestly, undermine the credibility of public health policies that are based on such models. The authors of the study advocate for enhanced epidemiological modeling that incorporates realistic assumptions about vaccine efficacy over time, considers potential adverse events, and accounts for the age and health status of individuals whose deaths are averted. They emphasize the need for greater rigor, transparency, and balance in future modeling efforts to make sure that public health policies accurately weigh the benefits and risks of mass vaccination campaigns. This new peer-reviewed article highlights the necessity for more robust and replicable analyses in evaluating the impact of COVID-19 vaccination. By addressing the limitations and biases present in current models, future research can offer a more accurate and nuanced understanding of the benefits and risks associated with vaccination, ultimately leading to more informed and effective public health policies.